Hello students, I am Dr. Manju Gupta from St. Aloysius Autonomous College, Jabalpur. Today I am going to explain one of the most important rearrangement reaction, Fibonacci rearrangement, which is important for MSc classes and competitive exams. Fibonacci rearrangement involves reaction of alpha haloketone having at least one alpha hydrogen with base in the presence of a nucleophile, results in a skeletal rearrangement via a cyclopropanone intermediate to give carboxylic acid or carboxylic acid derivative. It means in Fibonacci rearrangement, alpha haloketones are converted into carboxylic acid or its derivative by the reaction of base and nucleophile. Nucleophile can be alkoxide, hydroxide, or amine. Base is generally alkoxide or hydroxide. The product formed depends on the nucleophile used in the reaction. Here you can see the requirement of the reagent. At one alpha position, halogen must be there, and at another alpha position, one hydrogen must be present. When hydroxide is used as the nucleophile, the product will be carboxylic acid. When alkoxide will be used as the nucleophile, carboxylic acid esters will be formed. And in case of amines and substituted, amides are formed as the product. Now we will discuss the mechanism of the Fibonacci rearrangement. To explain the mechanism of the reaction or rearrangement, here I am taking the example of pant 2-chloro-3-ol. Since the reaction is carried out in the presence of base, so the first step is the abstraction of alpha proton by base and form carbanion 1. After the formation of carbanion 1 in step 2, carbanion 1 by intramolecular SN2 displacement of halogen form a 3-membered cyclopropanone intermediate. Or we can say, to stabilize the carbanion, the negative charge attacks on the another alpha carbon and form a new carbon-carbon bond, and simultaneous cleavage of carbon halogen bond, or in the first and second step, elimination of H plus and Cl minus by 1,3 elimination, and 3-membered cyclopropanone intermediate is formed, which is very unstable. Why it is very unstable? Because the ring is 3-membered, and because of high ring strain by the involvement of one sp2 hybridized carbon. Third step is the attack of nucleophile on carbonyl carbon. In cyclopropanone intermediate, in the carbonyl group, oxygen is electronegative, so it will acquire partial negative charge, and carbon will acquire partial positively charged. This positively charged carbon can act as electrophilic center, and any nucleophile can attack on this electrophilic carbon and form oxyanion. This oxyanion or cyclopropene ring intermediate is comparatively less unstable as compared to cyclopropanone ring, because the sp2 carbon is converted into sp3 carbon, which decreases the ring strain and little stabilize the ring. In step 4, this oxyanion by electron transfer opens the ring and convert it into second carbanion. And last, the second carbanion will abstract proton from the solvent and convert it into product, which is carboxylic acid. Since In the mechanism, we are using hydroxide ion as nucleophile. The product is carboxylic acid. The overall transformation in Favorsky rearrangement involves the migration of a substituent as an anion to give a new carbon-carbon bond alpha to a carbonyl group. Now, the Favorsky rearrangement in cyclic alpha haloketone. In cyclohexanone derivative, alpha chlorocyclohexanone, the reaction is same. First, abstraction of alpha proton, formation of carbanion, then elimination of halogen, form cyclopropanone intermediate. This is electrophilic carbon. On this electrophilic center, any nucleophile can attack and form oxyanion. This oxyanion, by electron rearrangement or electron transfer, converted into carbanion 2. And there is the formation of 5-membered carbanion, and this carbanion, by hydrogen abstraction, converted into product ethyl cyclopentane carboxylate. Alpha chlorocyclohexanone is converted into ethyl cyclopentane carboxylate. It means cyclic alpha haloketone undergoes a ring contraction reaction to give one Carmer smaller cyclic carboxylic acid derivative. But when we discuss the reaction of 4-membered cyclic alpha haloketone, if alpha bromocyclobutanone was subjected to Favorsky rearrangement, then hydroxide ion attack on the alpha position, abstract proton and form carbanion. When this carbanion attacks on another alpha position, a highly strained bicyclic compound will form, and practically formation of such highly strained compound is not possible. So there will be no reaction according to the Favorsky rearrangement. But this reaction follows semi-benzylic mechanism. According to this mechanism, nucleophile or hydroxide ion attacks on electrophilic carbonyl carbon and form oxyanion, which after electronic rearrangement undergoes ring contraction and form product cyclopropane carboxylic acid. That means 4-membered cyclic alpha haloketone involves semi-benzylic mechanism. Now we discuss the regioselectivity of Favorsky rearrangement. A reaction that can proceed in more than one direction, but in one direction it predominates, is said to be regioselective. To explain the regioselectivity, here I am taking the example of but 1-chloro 3-methyl 2-ol. In first step, carbanion will form, and after that, formation of cyclopropanone intermediate. Cyclopropanone intermediate, by the reaction of nucleophile, converted into oxyanion. Now, this oxyanion will convert it into carbanion 2, and regioselectivity of the reaction depends on the stability of formed carbanion. There are 2 carbons, first and second, on which electron pair can transfer, and they can convert into carbanion. If the electron pair is transferred to the first carbon, there will be the formation of tertiary carbanion, which is less stable. And if the electron pair is transferred to the second carbon, then primary carbanion will form, which is more stable. Primary carbanion abstract proton from the solvent and form methyl 2,2-dimethyl propanoate, which is formed as the major product. Whereas tertiary carbanion, when abstract proton from the solvent and form product methyl 2-methyl butanoate, it will form as the minor product because it is formed from the less stable carbanion. And the formation of major product depends on the more stable carbanion. So that's why methyl 2,2-dimethyl propanoate formed as the major product. After this, we will discuss the stereospecificity of the Favorsky rearrangement. In stereospecific rearrangement, when a given stereoisomer gives one product while the other stereoisomer gives the opposite product. That is the meaning of stereospecific reaction. Here I am taking two distereoisomers of alpha cyclohexanone derivative. In distereoisomer 1, chlorine atom is present in the axial position, wherein in distereoisomer 2, chlorine atom is present in the equatorial position. Since the Favorsky rearrangement involves intramolecular SN2 displacement, which proceeds through inversion. In distereoisomer 1, when base abstract alpha proton, it is converted into carbanion. Carbanion will attack on the another alpha position, and always the carbanion will attack from the rear side or back side of the chlorine or leaving group. That means if the chlorine is present on the axial position, it will attack from the equatorial position and form cyclopropanone intermediate. This cyclopropanone intermediate, by the attack of nucleophile, form product. Here you can see in the product there are two chiral center. In the second chiral center, does not change stereochemistry, but according to the first chiral center, the configuration of the product will be F. Similarly, in the case of distereoisomer 2, since the chlorine is present in the equatorial position, the negatively charged carbanion will attack from the axial position, and after the reaction, there will be the formation of R isomer. That means one specific stereoisomer gives specific configuration. In that sense, it is stereospecific reaction. Now, out of these two conformations, with axial halogen or with equatorial halogen, which will be preferred for Favorsky rearrangement? Stereochemistry of Favorsky rearrangement. This is isomer A, in which chlorine is present in the equatorial position. When base will abstract alpha proton, it forms carbanion. Since the reaction involves SN2 intramolecular displacement, so the next step will be elimination of chloride. Chloride or leaving group can only be eliminated when the bond of carbanion and the bond of leaving group should be anti-periplanar. Only in this condition, chloride can eliminate and it can convert into cyclopropanone intermediate. And this cyclopropanone intermediate involves attack of nucleophile, form oxyanion, and after ring contraction, form 5-membered product. So this is the required condition. What happened in case of isomer 2B, where chlorine is present in the axial position? When base abstract proton and form carbanion. Here you can see the bond of carbanion and the bond of leaving group is not anti-periplanar, but it is perpendicular. So in this condition, the elimination of chlorine is not possible and the formation of cyclopropanone ring is not possible. That means the preferred conformation of Favorsky rearrangement is that in which cyclohexanone ring contains equatorial halogen atom. Some more points of Favorsky rearrangement. In case of alpha-alpha halodiketones or geminal dihaloketones, for 1,1-dibromo but 2,1. In case of hydroxide ion attack or attack of base, it abstract alpha proton, form carbanion 1. Carbanion 1 shifts the electron towards another alpha carbon and forms cyclopropanone ring. Cyclopropanone ring by the attack of nucleophile converted into oxyanion or cyclopropane ring. Cyclopropane ring by electronic rearrangement forms carbanion 2. Now, the last step is different from the normal Favorsky rearrangement. In the last step, the negative charge of carbanion will involve in the formation of double bond and bromide will eliminate and it will form unsaturated carboxylic acid or derivative. Similarly, in case of vicinal dihaloketones, that means unsaturated two halogen atoms are attached on the adjacent side. 1,2-dibromo but 2-one. Same, the carbanion 1 will be formed by the abstraction of proton. It will convert into cyclopropanone intermediate. Cyclopropanone intermediate will convert into cyclopropane ring, and by electronic rearrangement, it is converted into carbanion 2, which electronic displacement form, and by the elimination of bromide ion form unsaturated carboxylic acid. This reaction of geminal and vicinal dihaloketones, these reactions are stereoselective reactions. The geminal dibromoketone and vicinal dibromoketone, both with the reaction of base form same cyclopropanone intermediate. Any reaction in which only one stereoisomer is formed exclusively from all possible isomers is called stereoselective reaction. This cyclopropanone intermediate, when converted into cyclopropane or oxyanion, after the electronic rearrangement, it is converted into cis alkene. Two stereoisomers of alkenes are possible, cis and trans, but only cis isomer is formed in these reactions. That's why the reaction is stereoselective reaction. Now there are two main variations of Favorsky rearrangement. First is quasi-Favorsky rearrangement. If the alpha haloketone does not have enolizable hydrogen, then the quasi-Favorsky rearrangement is operative. In quasi-Favorsky rearrangement, there is no formation of cyclopropanone ring because alpha hydrogen is absent. Base will attack on the electrophilic carbonyl carbon and form oxyanion. After the formation of oxyanion, it involves an alkyl shift from one alpha position to another alpha position and gives product. This reaction or rearrangement is also known as negative ion pinacol rearrangement and involves semi-Vanseric mechanism. Another variation is example of quasi-Favorsky rearrangement in the synthesis of a strong painkiller Demerol. This is the rearranged product of quasi-Favorsky rearrangement. When it reacts with the ethanol and HCl, it forms a strong painkiller Demerol. Another variation is homo-Favorsky rearrangement. In place of alpha haloketones, when beta haloketones are subjected to Favorsky rearrangement. Since the halogen is present on the beta position, from this alpha position to adjacent beta position, 4 carbons will involve. So in place of the formation of cyclopropanone intermediate, there will be the formation of cyclobutanone intermediate. And after the reaction of nucleophile, it will give the product. So this was all about the Fibonacci rearrangement. Thank you.